Hey, friend, today we're talking about something that sounds simple, but stops a whole lot of people in their tracks asking questions. Specifically, the kind of questions people feel like they're not supposed to ask anymore. Somewhere along the way, a lot of us picked up this idea that once you hit a certain age, you should just know things. Know how to cook, know how to grocery shop, know how to stretch a meal, know how to keep a plant alive. And if you don't, you stay quiet. You Google it in secret. You guess. Or you just don't try at all. And that part, that's the one that bothers me. Because nobody handed most of us a manual. Let me tell you something real quick. Most of us didn't grow up knowing how to do any of this. We learned by messing things up, burning things, overcooking things, under-seasoning things, wasting money on groceries that went bad. We learned by doing it wrong first and then trying again. And sometimes we learned by asking what felt like a really dumb question. Like, wait, what does cream the butter actually mean? Why did my bread turn into a brick? Is this supposed to smell like that? And if you've ever had a sourdough starter that smelled a little questionable, you know exactly what I mean. Here's the truth nobody says out loud enough. There are no simple questions. There are only things you've learned and things you haven't learned yet. That's it. What feels basic to one person is brand new to someone else. And the moment people start believing they should already know everything, they stop asking. And when they stop asking, they stop learning. So there's another side to this too, that sometimes people do ask the question. And the answers they get aren't helpful at all. You've probably seen it. Someone asks something simple, and instead of a clear answer, they get sarcasm. Just Google it. Or a reply that completely misses the point. And that can shut someone down fast. Because now it's not just, I don't know. It's, I don't know. And I feel kind of dumb for asking. And that's the part I don't love. Not because people mean to be unhelpful, but because it keeps others from trying again. So instead of piling on, I try to look at it a little differently. Not everyone knows how to explain things clearly. Not everyone remembers what it felt like to be brand new, but that's where we can do better. We can be the ones who answer simply, who don't overcomplicate it, who don't make people feel behind. Because a good answer doesn't just solve a problem, it gives someone the confidence to keep going. Not asking questions doesn't make you look smarter. It just makes things harder. You waste time. You waste money. You repeat the same mistakes over and over again. And sometimes you miss out on doing something you actually wanted to try, all because you didn't want to ask one question. That's a high price to pay for staying quiet. Most of us aren't standing in a quiet kitchen with all day to figure things out. We're cooking between work and dinner, trying to get food on the table fast, juggling kids, schedules, life. We don't have time to guess. We need things to work, and one good answer can save you a lot of frustration. So let me just say this clearly. You are allowed to be a beginner at anything, at any age. You are allowed to not know how to cook from scratch, bake bread, make a pantry mix, grow a plant. You are allowed to ask, what does that mean? How do I do that? Why didn't this work? That's not weakness. That's how you build skill. You don't need to learn everything at once. You don't need to overhaul your whole kitchen overnight. You just need one step, one question, one recipe, one small thing that works, and then you build from there. That's how everyone who knows what they're doing got there. Not all at once, one step at a time. Here's something I've learned over time. If you're wondering something, someone else is too. They just might not be asking it out loud. So when you ask, you're not just helping yourself. You're helping other people too. Closing. So if you've been holding back, if you've been thinking you should already know more than you do, let that go. Ask the question. Try the thing. Mess it up if you have to. That's part of the process. And honestly, that's how you get better. If this made you feel a little less alone in figuring things out, stick around. We're building this one step at a time. And around here, questions are always welcome.